Hey! Hello, people. How are we all? Look at that sky. Today I can actually feel some heat from the sun. I don't want to point the camera straight at the sun, so it's just right there. See it? Lovely day today. Absolutely glorious. However, I can feel some warmth from the sun, but it's still February. Tail end of February, but still February. And there's still a chill in the air. What we're here to do today, when we get to camp, is we'll set up a tarp because, you can never trust the weather, even though it says it's not going to rain. And that blue sky suggests it's not going to rain. But this is Britain. Yeah, so we're going to test out some new kit, and we're going to make some bannock bread, which is simple camp bread that you don't need yeast, you don't have to let it rise and all that. So let's crack on, let's do it. So here we are at the campsite. This is where we're going to put the tarp up, like we did last time. This is where we're going to try out some of the new kit. Hey, there's the tarp done. As I say all the time, not my best work, not my worst work. It's probably not going to be needed. Okay. Referencing doing the new kit or the bannock bread first. Logic dictates that we do the bannock bread first because there will be moments of or periods of time, approximately 20 odd minutes, where I'm not doing anything. So in those 20 odd minutes I can be doing setting up the new kit or talking to you about the new kit. This morning we're going to make bannock bread. We're going to do the mix inside, but we'll actually cook the bread outside when we go out in a bit. So I just want to show you how to mix the ingredients, shall we say. First, what we're going to need: flour. Now the thing about bannock bread is there are no hard and fast recipes. It's about finding your own balance. This is what I'm using for the terminology of a cup. And it says 2 cups. This is what I'm using. It's probably about half a mug. So, a couple of those. So 1. 2. And this is for dusting things down, etc. Stop it getting sticking to our hands. So that's the flour. Simple. This really is one of the simplest ways of cooking there is. Now, baking powder. Good heap 2 spoons of that. Sugar. A good teaspoonful of that. Salt. A teaspoonful of that. And lo and behold, that's your ingredients. I then get a whisk, give it a good mixing up. We want that baking powder completely mixed through. We've also broke down any lumps in the flour. We've added a bit of air. Next step, water. This is a little espresso cup. One. Two. The teaspoon I used to measure out the ingredients. I'll probably speed this bit up, but it doesn't take that long. I also sometimes add turmeric and, well, chili flakes. You can add curry powder. You can add whatever you like. Garlic powder, garlic paste. I'm gonna have to get my hand in there now. So what we do, bit of flour on the hand, rub it in, catch the excess, rub it into the back of the hand, and then we can get our hand in there without it sticking to our hand. Give that some work. That feels good. I'm always trying to make sure that there's no flour stuck to the bowl. You want it all used up. Now that's just a little bit sticky. Even though we're at the right consistency, I'm just going to put a very fine dusting on that. Yeah, that's good. I'm happy with that. And do the same on this side, and we're done. A very light dusting. And voila. Here we have the dough for our bread. Now I'm not going to need this right now, so I'm going to stick it in the fridge, cling film it, stick it in the fridge. We'll use it later, and I'll speak to you guys later. As you can see, we've got the faithful trangia out. So this is the dough, if that's the right word, that you see me make in the house. Just a bit more hygienic and simpler. I could have made it here. I didn't bring any flour with me, which is a bit of a mistake. Yeah, that's not the best. Hope that doesn't stick. So, while the bread's going on, I want to introduce you to a couple of new bits of kit. This, which is as light as a feather. I don't know exactly how much it weighs. I'll try and weigh it later. And this is the smallest tarp I could find. Both of these together, that big. What are they? As I said, this is the smallest tarp I could find. This is a ground sheet with mosquito net or bug net, whichever you want to call it. So between the two of them, and I mean, look, between the two of them, it's going to be my new stealth bivvy kind of setup. Now I have to say, I haven't even taken these out of the bags yet. They're brand spanking new. This arrived a few days ago and this arrived last night, last evening. So we're going to see them first time together. As you may be able to see from here, it's pegged out. I didn't bring any hiking poles or trekking poles, whichever you want to call it. I didn't bring any of those with me because there's going to be plenty of bits of wood I can use. So we're going to do that. Well, I want to introduce you to the third piece of kit. I didn't get all these last night or yesterday. In fact, this first piece of kit I got quite a while ago, weeks and weeks ago, but I hadn't brought it to the channel because I didn't need to, but today I do. So this, let me introduce you to my friend. Look at that bad boy. Oh, my new favourite axe. It's a silver line hatchet. So I'm going to use this now to shape this piece of wood into the right dimensions to put up our ridge line. Hopefully. This may all turn out badly. Luckily I've used hatchets for many years, so I can't see me ending up in A&E or the emergency room, but never say never, eh? Well, there's the ground sheet and the bug net. As I said to you earlier, this is the first time I've had it out of the bag. This is all new to me. Well, as you can see, the dimensions that Timu or whoever it was made on that tarp was wildly overestimated. There's no way that tarp is going to cover that. Luckily I have a couple of other tarps that should do the job. Well, it saved me a bit of work. I'm not going to have to go any further with that. I could probably take it down and concentrate more on the making the bread and whatnot now. But let's see if we can turn this around and here is the bread. Okay, so we'll put that tarp away. Call it a tarp. It's got some nerve calling it a tarp. Anyway, we'll put that thing away and we'll see about getting the sleep mat in there. I'll speak to you soon. Well, here it is. It's got this top zip. I can see maybe being a little difficult to get into. There's plenty of space at the top there. I could put the mat up there and have some space at the bottom. But with the top, you know, and this isn't exactly a depth of winter. I suppose I could use it in the depth of winter. I fit on that mat just. It's wide but not long because I'm just under 6 foot, so I don't need it to be extra long. The zip, yeah, could be a bit of a problem getting into that. Would have preferred it along one side or the other, so you can slip in instead of having to get down in two. But yeah, I can see that working, especially on a lovely night when you're 100% guaranteed it's not going to rain. There might even be enough gauze there to keep out any morning dew. Well, the bread is looking better. I've put a lot of stuff away. My new little friend here is sheathed and ready to go back. So we'll have some coffee. I did bring a little chalky biscuit to have with the coffee. And for those of you who were watching last time, I had some tainted water. Well, it turned out it was my water carrier, the bladder thing I use. And of course, I don't know why it happened. But yeah, it happens apparently with these poly or whatever they are made of kind of things. And it's not a big deal. All I needed was a little bit of bicarb, some bicarbonate of soda, a little bit of lemon juice, and yeah, well, it's better, it's gone. If it comes back one day, I know what to do again. I wonder how this bread is doing. Ooh. Look at that. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So, freshly made bannock bread. And then we can have a chocolate biscuit and a nice cup of coffee here. And I freshly ground the coffee this morning. So, I do believe the fresher it's ground, the better it tastes. Well, I've just had a drink from my water bladder. I've showed this on the channel before. Hydro Pack, Seeker I believe they're called. This is a 3 litre one. I've had it, I'm not sure how long I've had it, but 6 months approximately. And in the last 4 weeks it's decided to taint my water. I've just had a drink from it, and it's not as bad as it was the other night when I camped out, because I treated it with, as I said earlier, some lemon juice and bicarbonate of soda. But still, the water is tainted. I'm not going to use this to make coffee. I'm not going to ruin a good coffee with tainted water. I'm going to have to get in touch with them about that. It wasn't cheap. I'm not happy. So basically, all that's left to do is pack everything away. Here's the bread. So, bannock bread. Here it is. Look at that. You'll be surprised to hear that it tastes like bread. So before I take the tarp down, I'm going to do my conclusions now. It's been a good day and a bad day. A little tarp I bought, too little. The ground sheet and bug net. Yeah, I'm happy with that. 75-80% happy. I'm not happy where the zip is situated. I can see that becoming a problem. Axe, really happy. I'm like a kid in a sweet shop when it comes to that. I can spend all day around here. There's plenty of standing dead wood. There's plenty of wood that's fallen as well. Water bladder, what a letdown. Especially after I'd treated it. I will treat it again and hopefully get some info back from Hydropack, the people who make it. So I'm going to leave it there. Call it a day. Thank you very much if you've stuck with us. And I'll speak to you all soon. Thank you for the old subscribers, thank you to the new subscribers. And we have some French people watching. So bonjour, ça va? Write a comment, suggestions, critiques. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And most importantly of all, please be careful out there. Take care.